Yes, sir. We are back. It's Friday night with Fella and Rev. We're gonna get this thing on the road. How you doing, Mr. Reverend Rowe? How you doing today, sir?
Oh man, Ooh, worst time of y'all, boy.
You
Worst
sleep?
time of y'all.
You sleep?
I'm
You
good.
sleep? You good? You wanna say something to the
Yeah.
people?
Man, what I want to say to the people is that, okay, that's what I'm telling people, right? So your boy is a mass communication thing. Okay, so in there you film a lot of things. Sometimes you take on other roles. So last night we had a football game, Josh. I had to direct that job.
Shout out to you.
So
That's
for
what's up.
those of you that don't know what that means, when you're watching a football game and the camera switching between the players, the coaches, the bench, to the actual action on the field, switching to the fans, there's a person that calls out those directions, when to switch the camera to what, when to pull up the scoreboard graphic, when to pull up the location graphic, all of that. That's the director's job. That's what I did last night. First time ever. I was nervous as hell. But
You fancy.
my boss and my professor said that was probably the best first game he's ever had. And he's gonna submit that job for an award. So shout out to your boy. He said I did the daggone thing.
Hey.
He ain't trying to give me no raise, but he said I did the daggone thing. So
hey, it's okay. You gotta build your way up to the bag. So you straight.
you know, I'm working on it.
Yeah. Shout out to you. And we also have
sir.
we also got some very special guests today. We got some very, very special guests today. Returning, what is your third time on the show? We got Adrian, aka AP, on the show. How you doing, AP? You want to say something to the people?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just blessed and highly favored. You know, I'm walking in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? I'm prospering, and I'm living in divine health. Hallelujah.
You go, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm still waiting on my check though. So there's that.
All right, for the third and final time on the show, Adrian, everybody, get him out of here.
Oh, our check. So yeah, we're gonna move it on to our other special. We got two guests today. We had two extra guests in a long time, and this is a first timer. We got a first timer. We got my boy all the way from ATL. My boy Noah. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man. Happy to be on the show.
Yeah. You want to say something to the people? Gotta introduce yourself, man. It's your first time on the show. Say something.
Stand up. Say something about yourself.
I'm a senior at Mizzou, and yeah.
That's
Follow
it.
me.
That way. All right.
Okay.
Twitter.
Okay.
I am third 3. Follow me.
Okay. Short, sweet. I like it. That's cool. But you know how we always gotta start the show off. We're gonna go ahead and get the show on the road. Yeah, and we always start the show off with the same thing. We ain't gonna switch it up.
Sure.
And that's what question of the day. So, this is a segment of the show where we ask each other a question and give a grade to one another based on the answer of that question. So the grades are completely subjective, so please don't be offended. Is it good? We good? We clear? Everybody ready?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Let's go.
All right, let's get it on. Let's get the show on. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the question of the day. And I don't know if you guys know, but if you guys are follow video games at all, NBA 2K19 is around the corner. Comes out next Friday. So I want to ask a question about NBA 2K. Okay?
So my paycheck going towards. Hey.
Yeah. Right. Facts. Do we all play the game? We all play 2K?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I assume so, but I figured I asked. So my question is for you guys, for you fellers, is what is your 2K19 my player build? And so for anybody that doesn't know, the build is like you create your player and you can create what kind of player that you want. So you can make a guard, you can make a forward, you can make a big, you can make them a post scorer, you can make them a shooter, you can make them a slasher or dunker. So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking what are they making this year in 2K? Who wants to go first?
Shoot, no, take it away.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
So usually when I'm doing my build on 2K, it's usually just based off me. So he's gonna be a 6'2" point guard.
Mm.
Point guard. He gonna be a ball handling. I think on 2K now, like I think this year they got like you got like a main skill and like a secondary skill. So I think his first gonna be like ball handling and passing. His main skill, and then his second skill is gonna be 3-point shooting.
So you're gonna make a what is that? A playmaking sharpshooter or sharpshooting playmaker?
I don't know which one comes first. I guess it's the same difference. One of those. It
Okay.
should come out play. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me wait. I'll say like I'm skinny, so I ain't gonna make him super skinny. So like 175.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty skinny, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. When I think about it, I remember Allen Iverson. He was like 6 feet 160, and he was skinny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you want an AI? Okay.
Yeah.
Respect
Nah,
that.
I mean, my play ain't gonna be like AI because he couldn't. I mean, he could shoot, but he wasn't shooting well. But
Okay. All right.
yeah.
We're gonna move on to the next. I grade everybody at once.
Okay.
I grade everybody at once. Yeah, it's a nice little, 6'2". I like it. Okay. Who wants to go? AP, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know, just something I've been thinking about. Yeah, I don't know. So every time I make a my player, I always end up making like 3 or 4. But I think this time I'm gonna go with a small forward because I like to take on the best, and so that'd be LeBron, KD, and that one dude that played for Toronto now. So I'm gonna go with a small forward. He's gonna be about 6'8". He'll probably be around 240, 245, and then his skill set. I'll probably just go straight mellow on this and just create a offensive all-star because I'm confident in my own defensive playing abilities. So
smart.
We'll go with shot creator and 3-point shooting just because that's the hardest skill to get up on 2K because they done took away the good VC now. So, yeah.
Okay. So how tall did you say he was gonna be?
6'8".
6'8". Okay. Small forward. So you about the height of LeBron.
Yeah.
But you want to be more like Melo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Rev. It's your turn. Take it away. What we all been waiting for.
Now, see, the thing is, right? They both are kind of like they got 2 of the options I'm considering. Because, well, like AP, I generally make a small forward for the same reason. I do like to go up against some of the best matchups. Those are more fun in my career. Guarding that one cat out in Golden State, guarding LeBron, the Paul Georges. So part of me wants a small forward again. But the thing about my most recent small forward, see, I took a year off 2K. So my last one was 2K17. And I had a point forward. So most of the time in my career and in the pro-am, I was one of the better ball handler playmakers, but I was playing the 3. So because of that, I'm thinking about making a point guard this year. So I don't know, 2 or 3. I think, and also the post scoring is supposed to be real good this year. So part of me want to make a 4, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a point guard this year just to try something different. Since I made a small forward the last couple times, and then my point guard, predominantly a playmaker. Almost like a Zoe type, because I'm not really worried about offense. I can figure that out. The same thing AP was saying with defense. Like, I don't necessarily need super, like, hyped up attribute boosters. I'll be all right on my own with that. I don't know the 2 types of, like, the compound archetype stuff. But, yeah, I'm going to make a playmaking point guard. Ideally, a solid defender. with a strap. So we'll see. If you can be like a 3-and-D type of playmaker, that's my guard. If I don't like it, we going right back to the small forward, and I would probably have him something with the secondary being a post scorer. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so
Got to shake the cobwebs off.
how tall did you say?
As a point guard, I think I'm gonna go the Russ route, like 6'3", 6'4". If you're too big, they start acting like you're slow or something, which don't make sense because people in the league is that big and they're not slow. But so I think I'm probably be like 6'3", 6'4", about 200 something. So yeah, you know, it gotta be built. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be solid on these cats. We'll see. We'll see how that works. 2K be tripping with the weight and the height, and you know what I'm saying? They be trying to act like, oh, if you tall, you gotta be slow. If you big, you ain't got no vertical. Like it'd be retarded. Excuse me. It's very confusing. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. How long you gonna give before you really decide what you're gonna make?
I think I'm gonna roll with it. I'll probably try to finish the season with it. I don't know, and then it depends on who I end up playing with. If whoever I end up playing with, they already got a point guard, and they not really trying to let me do that, I'll probably just make another one because I end up playing with the same cats all the time because you don't really rock with me like that. So you don't have to play 2K with me. So I don't know. unless run with me. If he got a small forward, and I got the point guard, you know, we can figure it out. So it depends on who I end up playing with for real. But I'll rock with it for at least the season.
Just know I never stick with one. All right. So one day you'll play with me, I'll be the small forward. The next time I'll be a 300-pound center dominating like Shaq. You just never know with me.
That's all good. Because either way, Optimus Dime feed you. So you can be whoever. I got you. This year, I think I'm going to make 2, though. This year, I think I'm going to absolutely make 2. In the past, I always make 1 and stick with it. So I'm going to definitely make a second.
I would make 2, but man, they so skeet on the VC. It's ridiculous.
Man, yeah. Chris Smoove had like 300,000 VC to start the prelude. He already had before the prelude was even finished.
I don't know, because he damn near worked for 2K.
2K gave him a stimulus package, bro, because he got the official 2K body face scan.
Yeah, he got the face scan and everything.
Yeah, so he got the 2K stimulus package. I need to call Ronnie, tell him hook me up with a couple thousand VC, couple 100,000.
I wish. I don't think you got like that though. But all right, I'm I can't hate on nobody. I was gonna be mean and pick somebody out, but no, I ain't gonna hate on nobody this time. I'm gonna be generous. I give everybody A's. That was pretty good answers. You got the little, everybody want to do the point guard. Okay, I understand that. I shout out to Romero for trying out something different this year.
Yes, sir.
I would say Noah, the playmaker / sharpshooters typically do really well, so that's why I like that one. And then the small forward, Melo, shot creating, sharpshooter, those are always good too. So be on the lookout for y'all. I'm gonna be on the lookout for y'all. If you're good, Mero, and your player is good, I'll play with you.
Bruh, it ain't even about good. How many times did I lead you to dubs because I was cashing? 2K.
And it was about
17.
It'd be about like player build sometimes.
Yeah.
Rather than like your skill, because I remember Billy, his player was so trash last year, and it's not even him. It was just like his player was not good. Like the build that he made was horrible. But lesson learned. Hopefully he don't do that again.
What you going with, Josh?
Yeah, that was my next question. I want to know what you rocking with.
D talking trash in the comment section. But I'm thinking about making a shot creating post score, but the people that
Melo.
Yeah, no, I mean, but no, he would be a center. He'll be like a tall center. But the people that I'm playing with, they already making centers, so I'm gonna play. Try to find a piece that fits. So I'm thinking about making a shot creating slasher, a small forward shot creating slasher.
So you got people you playing with?
Yeah. I mean, I've been rocking with them since like freshman year of high school. So
yeah, bro, he be scanning on me, AP.
Yeah,
he'll roll with me like one game, 5 months, and then he'll go play with his other little cats. Yeah, like we don't go way back, you know what I'm saying? It's cool.
They my dogs, we go way back on the Xbox tip, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I don't know, cause I really want to make a center, But I don't know. I'm gonna see how my shot creating slasher does, or I might make just another pure sharpshooter again. So
I feel you.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. But yeah, that's my question. So who wants to go next? Noah, you want to go?
I'll go next.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's gonna be NBA. It's gonna be. I was gonna say who had the best offseason, not counting the Raptors, the Lakers, and the Warriors, obviously. So those are the things that got like the. Those are the three teams that got like the big pickups. Say who had the best offseason? Yeah, so far.
Not
So I
counting.
guess y'all could. So I guess each of y'all could like go around and like pick a team and be like they got better because da 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 da.
Not because not including who?
The Warriors, the Raptors, and the Lakers.
Okay.
Okay.
So those are the three teams that got like obvious like the big superstar pickups. So
Right.
Yeah.
who wanna go first?
That's an easy dub. And this ain't even a biased answer, but OKC. I feel like they got rid of Melo. Part of the problem with their offense was, I mean, not saying that he was the problem,
He was.
but his play style. Hey, I ain't gonna disrespect the greatest Atlanta Hawk of all time. 0 shots missed when he played for them.
Don't disrespect Dominique like that. Or Pistol Pete.
Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, he was a problem for our offense. His play style didn't fit with what we wanted, and vice versa. So we got him up out of there. So mutually, we're both happier. We got Nerlens Noel off the bench. He's still a solid player. He's had some up and down years. Should have never left Philly, but he's coming off the bench for us, so that'll be great. We also got Dennis Schroeder, who is a starting caliber guard, who's going to be our sixth man. And at some point, running him and Russell together is going to be crazy just because of both of their playmaking abilities and just individually they're great players. So having somebody that's a high caliber playmaker on the bench is something that our bench has been missing because Raymond Felton ain't going to cut it. He decent, but that's not enough. We had Norris Cole a couple years ago. That's not enough. So we got some solid playmaking off the bench. We got PG back first and foremost, and everybody had been writing us off for a full year. That man is not staying with y'all. He just here for the year. And then we also got, what's my boy name? I'm blanking on it. Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
Oh, Jeremy
Grant. Yeah, we got him back. He's should have been the one that taking up most of the minutes at the forward for us anyway. So we got a lot of our players that we needed back. We got them back. Roberson will be healthy. We had a top defense with him in it. So I think we had one of the best summers aside from obviously everybody, like you said, is going to be all over Golden State, Lakers, and Raptors because it's, big superstar moves. But I think we, under the radar, one of the best off seasons. Not only did we keep our guys, but we also got better pieces for our bench, which was our biggest weakness over the last umpteen years. So I'm rolling with OKC.
And this necessarily don't got to be like who got like the best team, just who like got like made the biggest jump. So it could be like a lottery team that was like they might make the playoffs now, something like that. So it only got to be like who the best team right now, but yeah.
Okay. Hey, AB, you want to go or I can go?
Go ahead and go.
Okay. I was thinking I'm gonna say the Charlotte Bobcats.
Get out of here.
I like the
You mean the Hornets?
Yeah, the Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, you're right. I like they picked up Tony Parker and just playing.
I was gonna say I don't really know what else he can say.
No, I was gonna say they got rid of Dwight Howard. No, but I'm gonna say the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
They got. I was thinking like this whole time. I was trying to think of a team. I was gonna say the Celtics, but no, the Denver Nuggets. They got They picked up Isaiah Thomas. They already had a really solid team. Jokic is probably on his way to be one of the top 2 or 3 centers in the league. And I'm sold on Michael Porter Jr. whether he's hurt or not. I still think he was the best player in the draft or top 3 player in the draft. And they got him for a steal. They got him in the mid lottery picks. So they got, like I said, Isaiah Thomas. They still got Gary Harris. They didn't lose anybody. They didn't lose Jamal Murray, or Gary Harris or Jokic. They still got
rid of Fareed.
Paul Millsap, and they got rid of Fareed. And Fareed had a lot of potential, just never really Um, he couldn't stay. Like he played to that potential for a while, but he wasn't able to maintain it for long. Like I said, they still got Paul Millsap, and they look like a really competitive team. Only downfall is that they're in the West. That's the only problem with the Denver Nuggets right now. If they were in the East, they would probably be challenging for the Eastern Conference Championship, potentially making it to the finals. But because they're in the West, it's kind of tough. But I would be shocked if they don't make the playoffs after picking up MPJ and Isaiah Thomas. And then you also get to see how Isaiah Thomas is going to bounce back from his um not a bad season because he actually did okay with the Lakers, but
Yeah.
definitely a down
First.
season from his last season in Boston. So yeah,
Right.
I'm going with the Denver Nuggets. I think they made a huge jump between last year's team and this year's team.
All right. I find it interesting that you ruled out the Lakers and the Raptors because to me they didn't. Neither one of those teams had necessarily the best offseason.
Oh,
Shots fired.
Because
Not
yes,
play.
you get LeBron for the Lakers, but then you surround him with Rajon Rondo, who is the same as Lonzo Ball. You
Go.
surround him with JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, and Michael Beasley. Like what?
That's playoff experience.
dang,
But-
Rondo better than Lonzo.
I mean, but they're the same archetype point guard.
Now, Lonzo could score better than Rondo.
Right.
If you say so.
Hell, he has
so
the
the-
potential to score better than Rondo.
He has a potential, but right now, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Go ahead.
The Raptors, I mean, they got Kawhi, but we don't know how that's going to work. And then they didn't pick up any other pieces after that. So I don't think they had the best offseason either. I think I would have to agree with the Reverend. I think that OKC did an excellent job this offseason. I think the one thing that, in my mind, did not propel them to being absolutely elite and being the ones who could challenge Golden State in the West was the fact that they still got Billy Donovan as a coach, and I'm just not confident in that guy.
Hey, cool out. You're not necessarily wrong, but cool out.
I'm just saying, if you can get a David Fizdale over in OKC or something like that, then I'm thinking they really got a chance. But I agree with the Reverend. I do like Denver as well. I joked with some buddies here a couple weeks ago. Whenever Manu retired, I was like, I'm taking my fandom somewhere else, and I joked that Denver would be my second team this season. But I'm just not invested in them like that. I can't do it. But I think OKC did a good job of bolstering.
Hey, welcome to the
And
team.
the biggest problem, they have homegrown talent. In terms of Terrence Ferguson, I like him a lot. And then they kept Paul George. So
Terrence Ferguson, the one that put on the dunk highlight reel against the Lakers when we was up by 4.
Who?
He should have been in the dunk contest.
He should have been.
Who
Josh,
is that?
stop playing with me, boy. Terrence Ferguson.
Who is that?
And they got some good guys. On top of that, because this is still the offseason, they got rid of Kyle Singlet, who had been taking up money and space on the bench. Yeah,
I forgot they
So-
had him. That bum.
exactly. We forgot he was even in the league because he wasn't doing nothing. He was at the bottom of the bench.
That's why
He was sitting on the second row,
That's why when you go to Duke.
and now we got rid of him. So, yeah, in between draft picks, retaining players, getting new players, and getting rid of players that didn't need to be there, I think just all around, they didn't have to make a superstar splash to have one of the better off seasons. I think just all around, they did it all right.
I'm surprised nobody said Dallas.
nah.
I don't think
They
Luka Doncic is as good as they say he is.
Yeah,
I'm
he a
not-
little hyped up.
I'm
But
not
they got
sold-
Jordan. They
sold
got
on
DeAndre
him, though.
Jordan though.
I think they're confused.
I forgot
as
they
to
got
what
him.
they're doing. I think they're confused in terms of why would you bring in DeAndre Jordan if you're rebuilding? I understand Dirk's still there, and you may want to give him a chance, but you're not giving him a chance just by bringing in DeAndre Jordan when you got all this young talent.
I mean, DeAndre Jordan is he's not that old.
But look at the West though; they don't stand a chance in the West.
Oh well, yeah.
What about Phoenix?
Yeah.
They're not gonna make the playoffs, but they got way better to me.
Actually, and a team that not going to make it, but I feel like also got way better. I feel like the Kings got better
Yeah.
because the Kings not only got Bagley this year, they got, Giles.
Harry Giles.
Yeah,
yeah.
who didn't?
Who the
who's
Phoenix?
Durant's
Who did Phoenix
rookie.
get?
Ryan Anderson.
Oh yeah, they got rid of Brandon. They got Ryan.
Ariza. They got Ariza.
Yeah.
And
They got Aiden.
oh yeah, they
Who?
got Aiden. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Oh,
forgot.
and I forgot, but Philly got Wilson Chandler. I think that's a good pickup.
Yeah. Oh, they
Oh,
got Wilson
yeah.
Chandler.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That is a
think
good
that's good.
pickup.
that's a good pickup.
I feel like, and the Kings also got. They got somebody else.
The Kings
So the
will be
Kings had-
good, but I don't
The
think
Kings
they.
had a couple low key signings, so they'll be better, I think, than they have been. They still ain't gonna go nowhere.
The
but-
Kings had a better offseason last year when they got Harry Giles, De'Aaron Fox, and I think they.
And they got the dude from Kansas.
Yeah. What's his name? I can't never think of his name.
who? What position?
He's a ain't he a
Who's a
center?
point guard
Oh, it's a oh
from Kansas?
yeah. You talking about Frank Mason?
Yeah,
Frank
Yeah.
Mason. That's right.
that's right.
They did get him.
But I'm not sure what everybody's names yet. But the first person who won.
Romero. What? No,
Romero. No. Did you? No, the person he said OKC.
me. Yeah. Romero.
Yeah, that's
Romero.
it.
Yeah. I like
Yours
what
truly, the boy.
I like what he said about, I think Dennis Schroeder was a great pickup because he's a starting point guard. I think that's a really good pickup. So I'll give him an A on that.
Ooh.
I'll give him an A on that.
Okay.
He not used to getting A's, so you should.
It's
you made
been
his day.
about 3 weeks, bro.
Hey, y'all be failing him?
You made his day, yeah. He been
Yeah.
failing. He been
Damn.
failing.
That's crazy.
It's not us failing on. He failing himself.
Nah, I do think OKC got better by, even though it was cold. He said Carmelo, but they need to get rid of him though. He was terrible.
That's what I say. I hate to blame him, but it just wasn't a good match on either
Why?
side. Because I feel like he's not horrible.
Yes, he
I just
is.
don't know what-
Yes, he is. He is.
He
He's
still
pretty
had a decent season, but listen,
Meh.
listen. He didn't perform for us. All that Hoodie Mello BS. We was like, oh yeah, it's Liddy. We got Hoodie Mello.
What
No,
about playoff P? He was terrible too in the playoffs.
exactly. But hey, who would you rather lose, Playoff P or Mello?
That's a fact.
Okay, so I don't care if Playoff P averaged 2 points in the playoffs. You keep Paul George, you let Melo walk 10 times out of 10 if that's your options.
That's a fact.
So, hey, I mean, Melo averaged 16 for us, but he never really got integrated into the offense properly. He should have been playing with that bench unit more. He should have got more looks in the post where he's most effective, and we converted him into a spot-up shooter, thinking, yes, you can do it here. Wrong. And then this summer, now he's practicing to do that stuff this summer because he was practicing all summer last summer to do the same thing he did in New York, which is do everything and not have to ask nobody for the ball and none of that. So
The only thing I would say to Melo's credit is last season he didn't necessarily know where he was going.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he trained all season expecting to still be in New York playing the same type of basketball. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to catch and shoot. I don't have to look for this spot or that spot. Most of the time, the ball gets up the floor, it comes in my hand.
I don't care what y'all say. Melo is no different than Dwayne Wade right now. And look at his
Oh
situation.
no. How so?
No different.
You say
How
no
so?
different?
No. Only difference is Melo is a little more durable as far as health. That's the only difference.
But that's disrespectful.
No, it's not. Y'all
Yes,
just
it is.
y'all real disrespectful to my boy Wade, but that's neither here nor there.
I ain't never disrespected D-Wade.
Right. What are
LL.
you talking about?
Who is y'all? I'm ESPN, little dude.
That's
All right, Joshua, you said Denver, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna give you a B minus.
Ooh.
It was
I was ready
was
for
good.
my A.
he was waiting. He was like, "Oh, he'll get an A."
I
It was cool. I like Denver though. I mean, I don't think they got like way better or way worse. You know what I'm saying? I think they just kind of like at the same
They
spot.
pretty much stayed the same.
Yeah, they stayed the same to me. Like they ain't get like way better or way worse. They still a good team. Like they solid. Like they could have. They had a winning record last year. They just Jokic is a beast, though. I think he's good. Obviously, he's good. He's way better than I thought he was too. I was like, dang, he's really good. So Yeah. And the last person, AP, right? AP?
Yeah,
Okay. AP. You also said OKC, right?
correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you an A on that too.
Oh,
I would have been weak if it was like, yes.
he should have
See?
gave him. I was waiting for him to give him an F. I was like,
Yeah, because I
yeah,
was gonna think.
it's a
I was
cop
thinking
out.
like, dang, he said the exact. But he was giving us some points though. He wasn't saying like the exact same thing though.
I would have gave him an F. That's
Uh,
generous.
He said, I
Yes,
would
because you're
get
hateful.
I'm very hateful.
Dang. out here. But yeah,
You
That
gonna
was
get
generous. I
you,
appreciate that.
you gonna get the same answer that somebody else gave? That's an F off the bat.
but he gave different reasons, saying like the exact.
I don't care.
Like,
Well, let's see. Let's see. D said she agrees with the Nuggets, but she also likes the Celtics, 76ers, or Bucks. What's your grade for that?
Celtics, 76ers, and Bucks.
Yeah.
Celtics. I mean, did they make any big moves? I don't think so.
I
re-signed
was thinking
Marcus Smart.
I was thinking the Celtics just based off the fact that they got Gordon Hayward and Kyrie back healthy.
Oh,
And
they-
that was gonna be my reason for saying them.
They
That's
kept-
not an off-season move.
Right. That's
Those are
not,
people they already
But
had.
he
Okay.
said just the fact of them being better from last year. He didn't say it had to be a move or
Based off of off-season activity,
said
though.
off-season.
the off-season activity is them getting healthy.
No, that does not
But y'all didn't even
count.
say Marcus Smart though. Marcus Smart, they signed him back. If
Yeah.
y'all said that, they signed him
Mm,
back. He's a good player for them.
He's a
just
good-
didn't
If you
have-
ask,
he's a
if you
good
ask
player.
about how teams got better through the offseason, you don't mention, well, so-and-so is healthy now.
Yes, you do. I've seen it happen
No.
time and time before.
That doesn't make it okay. I've seen shoot up places. That don't
That's
mean it's
okay
the right
with me.
thing to do.
It's a move getting them healthy. That just makes it
if
better.
that's
No.
the case, then the Grizzlies got the best offseason.
Right.
Because they got Michael Conley.
And Marcus Gasol.
Man, please.
You tripping? Mike
That's the
Conley, a
defensive
baller.
player of the year. Mike Conley was the highest paid player in the NBA for just.
Mike Conley, a baller.
And how far have they made it in the playoffs?
They made the conference
They got
finals one time.
injured.
Remember?
Case
Yeah.
in point.
Okay. First of all, the only reason because we didn't have Russ that year, and KD couldn't deal with
That is
Tony
true.
Allen.
No, that's true because I was OKC fan until KD left, but that's a different conversation. But
So you left because wow. All right, get him off the show. Get him off the show. He got to go. Anyway.
no, I'm still a fan. Obviously, it's just not my fandom's not the same.
Mm,
I still root for OKC. I still root
you're
for.
Golden State fan now.
He root for the Warriors now.
Oh hell no.
So I'm perplexed. You know what? We're gonna discuss this after the show.
That's a
wait.
different conversation.
Well, you know, he's different
Yeah.
because he's from a city that actually has an NBA team.
Actually has a team, is what you said, I assume.
Yeah, actually has an NBA team.
Yeah. Touche.
So
I'm
Must
not.
be nice.
I'm sure that's where his true fandom lies.
Oh hell no.
No?
The Hawks is trash though.
You ain't real. The Rams was trash. Hey, the Rams was trash. I lived.
Nobody in Atlanta is an actual Hawks.
And you see how the Rams rewarded you though.
Yeah. And we're gonna move on to the topic, man. Let's talk about this.
We're not opening up these wounds.
That's you know what I'm thinking about? That's my heartbreaking moment. Now that I think about it.
I just thought about that actually. I was like, I feel like that's Josh's moment.
Yeah, that's definitely my moment. For sure. Cause man, I was hurt. Dang, we 30 minutes of the show. We still on question.
Yeah,
of the day.
we're gonna
we gonna
go ahead and skip my question. That's what happened when you got providing input.
Yeah.
Uh,
I told y'all we was gonna be straight.
Yeah.
I
So
ain't
I'm
was.
gonna just dead my question of the day. We gonna save my I'm gonna put that in my bag. That's all I'm saying. Put that in my bag.
All right, that's cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the rest of the show. We got some topics to talk about today. We're gonna start off with the No Fun League. NFL news. This is good news though. This is not bad news. But you know, it's still at the No Fun League. Aaron Donald and Aaron Rodgers, two Aarons, got deals this past week, within this last week. Aaron Donald got a deal for 6 years, $135 million.
Yes, sir.
Let's see, how much do you have guaranteed? I just had it up. Dang, got it taken down. Let's see. It was 87 million guaranteed, 89 million guaranteed. No, it was 87 million guaranteed. And Aaron Rodgers got 5 years, $134 million contract. So, if your name is Aaron, you need to do the happy dance because y'all got paid this week.
Y'all out here getting paid. Shout out to of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do y'all think about these players cashing checks?
I'll first and foremost say that this part of me don't care at all because I ain't making a dime off of it, to be honest with you. It almost make you mad to see somebody get paid that much just to play ball because we over here in debt trying to graduate and get a job. So the bitter part of me is like, man, I don't care. But it's nice to see somebody get paid, especially in the NFL where it seems like people don't want to pay them. And they don't get paid as much as some of their professional counterparts. So kudos to them for making their money.
Yeah, and speaking of Aaron Donald, oh man, I have to sneeze. But the $87 million guaranteed is the fourth most all time, and the other four on that list of the top five are all starting quarterbacks. So he's the highest paid defensive player ever, and he's really, as far as his contract, he's among quarterbacks, which are consistently the highest paid. So does that speak to how dominant Aaron Donald is, or can anybody really speak to how dominant he is on the field? Anybody watch him? I can speak to it.
I'm a boycotter, so
okay. Well, yeah, it speaks to how like amazing he is. Like I said, to be among quarterbacks as far as his contract, he's the anchor to that defense. He can get off the line in a matter of seconds. He can be in the backfield in a matter of seconds. And if you just gotta watch Aaron Donald to see like how dominant he is. Like you might just think he's a defensive tackle. He can't be doing that much, but he does make a huge difference. Yeah, his only problem was his legit problem when I used to watch him was the fact that he would get through the line so quickly that sometimes the team can counter that and run through the hole that he leaves. Because the part of playing defensive line, sometimes you gotta hold your gaps. But he would get through the line so much or so fast, like it will sometimes open up a gap for the running back to run through. So that was his biggest problem. But other than that, he was just dominant. He destroys the quarterback, destroys the running back, and messes up the passing and running game. So it's really impressive to see that he got like such a huge contract.
Yeah, I think it's just a testament because you were just talking about a couple of shows ago how defense isn't necessarily rewarded in the NFL like it should be, especially with their cap being lower. So I think it's just a testament in and of itself, the fact that they invested so much in him.
Yeah. Because if they didn't, he was gonna hold out. That's for sure.
Well, now Khalil Mack waiting.
Yeah, and it's really gonna be interesting to see. I know
he's gonna get a bigger contract.
Yeah, wow. He's got to get a bigger contract because that's like saying that we don't think you're better than Aaron Donald. I know they should, at least I would assume so. Also, this is a huge jump from Aaron Donald. He would have been making what was it, $6 million this year had he not signed his contract. So now he's balling, even though that's like $6 million. It's not a lot, but for him, for his sake, yeah, he would have been making $7 million this year actually. So that's a huge jump from that, which is from his rookie contract. What about Aaron Rodgers? Are you guys Aaron Rodgers fans? Are you like Stephen A. Smith? Is he a bad man?
I mean, I knew he was gonna get paid. I think it was just like
quarterbacks always get paid.
Yeah,
it's not a shock to see them get paid, and Aaron Rodgers is highly valued as a quarterback and as one of the best. So you never doubt that the best will get paid. It's always a matter of when, not if.
Yeah,
Same thing with like Odell. We all knew they was gonna pay Odell. You don't not pay him. It was just a matter of when they was gonna finally, take that L, I guess, as far as the check is concerned. Go ahead and cash it because you knew they was gonna do it.
How
Yeah.
salty is Aaron Rodgers signing this contract, but then looking at Stephen Curry's contract or Russell Westbrook's contract?
Um, well, you can't be too salty because first and foremost, look at your league. Look at mine. We have fun. You don't. People like us. Look at your league. They don't.
They don't.
Look at the revenue we make. Look at yours. You don't. So look at the global fan base we have. What's your global face? 08. You don't. So you can't be too salty. Like we talked about with the WNBA and contracts is concerned. Obviously percentages play a part in your pay, but as well you have to look at market and influence.
You wild. NFL make way more than NBA.
I'm not saying that. Hold on. Look. Who's a more global sport? Really, only Americans care about football.
Yeah, that's true.
Basketball's all over the place, so they got more global reach. So it's gonna make a little more sense that they're gonna have the money and market to be able to do that. Because outside of the U.S., who really cares about the NFL? So you can't be too salty. Of course, you can look at some of the zeros and be like, dang, but you can't be too mad. The circumstances make it make sense.
All right.
But I mean,
yes, I mean, there's nothing. I guess there's really nothing much to say about the topic. But anybody else got something to say? I didn't think so. What is going on? Somebody putting up groceries?
yeah.
Distracted,
I was
man.
looking for a Gatorade. I thought I put it in the fridge. My fault. I was getting a little parched.
You good. But no, we're gonna go ahead go on to the next topic, and we got NBA for the rest of the show. So if y'all are ready to talk about some basketball, we come to bring that to you. So
You know we love basketball.
you know we love basketball. Yes, we do.
It's our favorite sport. We like the money. All right, my bad.
Joel Embiid, he published a article to the Players Tribune today, and it was actually pretty interesting. He talked a lot about his life being like a movie, and normal Joel Embiid, it was pretty funny. It was actually a pretty funny article. He talked about Googling how to shoot, and
then he Googled the white guy.
yeah,
How white guy shoot.
yeah, and he made the smart decision to Google how white people shoot. So did you guys check out this article? What did you guys think about it? Somebody want to go? Crickets.
Okay. Well, I'll go. That was weird. So
Jeez.
So I mean, I think it's funny. I like specifically how he talked about Hakeem, and it's interesting talking about Hakeem and then also looking up how white boys shoot. Considering Hakeem and Steve Nash both play soccer, which is why their footwork is so good. And so for him to diversify his moves by looking at two of the greatest players to do it. It's smart. It's just smart to do. Study the moves of the best. Look at what Kobe did for Michael. He basically took Michael's move set, copy paste, and replicated it.
Yep.
And so if you're not trying to replicate the best and then add your own tweak to it so that you can then be the best, then I think you're doing it all wrong. As far as looking up white guys shooting, I mean, for a while, I mean, it's still true. That's what they specialize in the league. You don't see too many very athletic white guys. We all know the movie White Man Can't Jump. So I think that's smart. I mean, these are the guys, Kyle Korver, Steve Nash, like these are all-time shooters, Mike Miller. Those kinds of the guys, if you're not watching the best at their craft or at a particular skill set, then you're doing it all wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about that awkward delay there. I personally muted myself, so give me a glass of lemonade.
Thursday.
Bruh, that wasn't me. You talking about anyway. So
Oh.
no, that wasn't me though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm down. So anyway, what I was gonna say, as far as the white people shooting thing, that's something out of context. That can sound totally different. Looking up white people shooting in the gym. that's an old quote because he's mentioned that before. But something what's going on? Something that is true about that is what I was trying to get at. If you've ever played basketball against some white boys, they are known for being solid fundamentally. So them boys got a strap, they got solid defense, and they run. They get out, they get out and go. They got great conditioning, all that. So you can take a lot of notes from white boys because what they don't have as far as athleticism is concerned, they make up for it in every other part of the game, including intangibles. I played an intramural game against a team full of white boys. All 5 of them had the strap. They was all in perfect shape out there running. We played full court. They was out there running and gunning, fast break 3-pointers, layups. I was like, oh my God. And I knew all 5 of them, and I was ready to throw hands with all 5. So that's a great place to take pointers. But one of the funny and interesting things I saw in the article was he talked about coming to Kansas and how a scrimmage, and Tyreek Black was on the team. He was a senior at that point, I think is what he said. So during that scrimmage, Joel found himself on the face of KU's newest promotional poster because Tyreek dunked on him. Dang. And apparently dunked on him hard.
That's childish.
Like this was a thunderous dunk. And he said the ball bounced off his head, I think. And to make matters worse, not only is this a scrimmage, so the whole team is seeing it, but the women's team was also in the presence of the scrimmage. And during his time there, the Gonzalez twins might have still been there. So it's 5 women in this too. So you got boomed on in front of everybody in the basketball department, so to speak, of Kansas. And he said at that moment, he was almost ready to quit basketball. And he went and told coach, I can't do this. You're going to have to red shirt me. He said, I am not built for that. I can't play with these guys. He said he thought about, like, I could just go ahead and get my degree. That'll make my mom happy. I just found it so funny that this man was straight up ready to quit basketball because Tyreek Black destroyed him on the poster. That just, to me, that was hilarious.
Yeah. What I found interesting was like the fact that like he was talking about how he just started playing basketball like 16, right? And the first time we watched NBA was like 2009. Like I remember that. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like that's really late. He was watching that finals where who was in the finals 2009? It was Orlando and Lakers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, it's crazy that, you know, he was watching them, and then a couple weeks, like 7 years later, he's playing against Kobe.
Yeah,
it was crazy. So, yeah, it's just, I didn't know he got into basketball so late.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing about
it. Get there.
And it's funny. It's funny that he said the only reason he went to Kansas was because Luke Mbah Moute told him to go there.
Oh.
Yeah, he said that's
I
the only reason. Yeah,
that's funny.
Well, I mean that makes sense. They're probably both of the same African
region,
descent.
so yeah. But I also thought it was funny because you can look at Giannis, and it's the same story. Like, dude started playing not that long ago, for real. The man is Giannis is probably like 23 at this point.
22, 23, yeah.
Yeah, so he's our age. That man hadn't been playing basketball that long before he got drafted. So it's crazy to me that 2 of the most promising and just physically overpowering players in the NBA right now, very young guys, like early 20s, have only been playing basketball for like under 10 years. That's the craziest part to me, because this cats that play their whole life never make it or never turn out to be nearly as good. These boys in random places of big countries pick up a ball in their teenage years and start balling and make it to the league, and they're actually productive and very highly respected in the league. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
That hurts me.
Right.
the epitome
Like, dang, I've been playing my
of some
whole
things
life.
you just can't teach.
But I mean, it
Mhm.
also helps when you're 7 feet tall and your wingspan is like from here to Africa
China.
itself or
Yeah, that's
wherever
a
they live.
fact.
Yeah, so that
I mean,
helps.
it's been plenty of 7-footers that ain't good. Should we bring up Hashim to be?
No. I'm
Ooh.
not saying.
Ooh.
Ouch. I'm not saying. I mean, yeah.
Come on now.
I'm not trying to take it away from them, but I'm also at the same time like, let's be
It's easier
real.
to develop
Yeah,
that.
if I was
Yeah.
7 feet, I would have a better chance of at least getting into college and playing basketball, and you just don't know where you're gonna go from there. Um,
Facts.
I will say about the as far as the white boys being able to shoot, and it's funny about your story the story that you told, Romero. I have a similar story where I had not I had been on a black basketball team like for my entire basketball career. Like I had never that was the only team that I'd ever played with. And that team kind of fell apart, and I stopped playing for them, so it was kind of on hiatus. But I got invited to play with somebody else's team. Y'all remember Ralph? It was his team, and he played with a bunch of white boys. And
Hold on, we lost you. Start that over. You got involved.
I got invited to play with Ralph. Y'all know Ralph, Ralph
Yeah.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Cause we was cool in middle school, and he told me about his team that he played for. So I went out to play. He invited me to come to the practice, and so I went to the practice, and I was so nervous because I hadn't played or I hadn't practiced for basketball in a while. I knew I was out of shape, and I just knew like it's basketball, we're gonna run. So I was just so nervous for the fact that I was gonna have to run, and I didn't like running. Um, so the whole time I was nervous, and then when we got there, all we did was shooting drills, and we didn't run at all. So I was like, oh, this is easy. And so yeah, that's just my story. Like all they literally legit work on shooting drills, and it's just like they had us doing like fall away jumpers. They had us catching and shooting. The whole practice was just shooting drills. And what your story made me think about that. But yeah, so that was interesting. And then kind of what Noah was talking about as far as him. It is amazing still, even though he's 7 feet. It's still amazing that you pick up something at the age of 16, and also the fact that somebody like Tyreek Black at one point was better than him and dunking on
Right.
him. But
I was
now
just thinking that.
only a couple years later, because he got drafted after his freshman year. Um, so he went from that like to being like the top freshman in the nation, and then to being #1 overall pick, and I was only probably within a year and a half. So that's amazing if you really think about that. And then from that player who was still very skinny freshman year in college to now where he's pretty stocky, like he's definitely picked up a lot of weight, and now one of the best centers in the NBA. It's actually it is an amazing story, and I'm sure they're going to make a movie about him in the near future.
30.
Um, yeah, or a 30. Well, yeah. I mean, they're gonna do both. They're gonna do a 30 for 30, and probably gonna do like a actual movie about it, because it is an amazing story. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. It's just a pretty dope situation. Embiid is probably one of the more likable players in the NBA. Well, no, you could probably hate him. Some people probably don't like him, but I think
Because he's such a troll, but
yeah.
in a funny way.
But that's something new that the NBA hasn't seen before to this level. So it's different, and I like it.
No, I like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
And then he started the whole trust the process. Like that's all. He's
Yeah.
putting the city on his back for the most part.
He's synonymous with Philly's rise to the top.
Yeah. That's a big word. Where you learn that word? Synonymous.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Paying all this money, you gotta have some education. You know what I'm saying?
that's
You gotta
synonymous.
have a strap.
Check you out. It's some other NBA news. We got the Suns. There was a report that the Suns were trying to go after some point guards. To be named was Damian Lillard, Terry Rozier, and who was the other one?
Kemba.
Kemba
Kemba.
Walker. Yeah. So do you think my question about this is it goes back to that the whole this Warrior dilemma in the West, because they are in the West. Like even if they get these, like kind of what you were saying with DeAndre going to Dallas, what's the point like do they truly feel like if they got a star point guard, it would be worth one paying them and worth kind of like the salary cap that they're going to take up on their roster?
So, okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't really think so. Because it is exactly the same to me as the DeAndre Jordan situation. There, you have. I mean, you just had Bledsoe, who was a quality guard.
They had
And
3 guards. Don't forget. They had Bledsoe, Dragic.
yeah, at one point they had
and
Dragic,
IT.
Brandon Knight. You fair share of decent guards, but regardless of that, you're a bad team in a really hard conference. So sure, if you get Dame or you get Rozier or Kemba, yeah, that's nice, but you still go nowhere. Like, you realize that, right? Like, putting Kemba and Book or Rozier and Dame and Book together, yeah, you're gonna have a solid backcourt, but that team goes nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, of the
even with their current roster, so it doesn't feel like it's worth the commitment with the trade.
Of the 3, I would say Rozier will probably be the best because he's still young. Lillard and his contract,
he fits that.
Yeah, his contract is not as demanding as Lillard and Kemba's.
Yeah.
So that would make sense because they could potentially still build like a pretty bright future with somebody like Rozier. And we really don't know how good Rozier is yet. So if they could get Rozier, I think that would make sense. But the other 2,
yeah,
I think he
makes sense.
Make a good point. But AP, what were you gonna say?
I think so. I mean, one, I was gonna echo that the fact that Terry Rozier, he's only 24. He makes the most sense out of those 3 guys. Phoenix has this weird, I don't know, they can't decide whether they are going to trust the process and be patient or if they want to buy and win. So they had a chance to get LaMarcus Aldridge when he was a free agent. They went after Gordon Hayward and some things like that. I just don't see them winning the big free agent market. So to me, their only hope is to get this quality talent through the draft, which they have been doing. And in a way, like it's similar to how Philly is building, but then they get a couple years in and now they want to trade away the young talent for someone like Ryan Anderson or a Kemba Walker or Damian Lillard. Like, are you rebuilding or are you buying? What is your thoughts?
Yeah. It goes back to what I was saying. I don't know. I think I said this last week, or it might have been Monday. It's just like teams don't know what they want to do, and this Warrior, like, they really don't know. This Warrior dilemma is really like just has teams in limbo. Like, they don't know what to do with themselves because
you build for the future, like the Celtics did, and get good in a couple years, or
I think the only thing you can do is build for the future. You just really gotta wait this Warriors team out, honestly.
Yeah, and that's what basically that's what I said. Like, the only way, the smart thing to do is to really just clear up your finances as much as you can and get a decent young team that you can build. Because the Warriors, like I said, are not gonna last forever.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna last past next summer. Hot take.
Durant leaving? He going back to OKC?
He ain't going back to OKC. We don't want him.
You saying Clay gonna leave?
Somebody leaving that team.
Yeah. I don't think they're not even gonna have enough cap space because Day-Day's gonna get
They gotta get rid of somebody.
I see 2 people leaving, to be honest. I see DeMarcus and one other. I don't see DeMarcus Cousins staying. And one other person goes as well.
Leave after this year.
I don't think he's gonna stay either.
Yeah.
I would be
so that whole Big Five and this and that, no. 2 people.
Nah, he for sure gonna leave. Yeah, he gonna leave.
That's just my hot take. We'll address it as the season progresses, but yeah, just be on the lookout for that. Aside from DeMarcus, one of those big guys is lead that team. Just know.
Probably Clay or Draymond. Probably Clay.
I don't know. That's what you
want. I think Clay's gonna stay. I think people always saying Clay, but I think Clay gonna stay.
I would like to see Day-Day go to Detroit. That would be tight.
Who, Draymond?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do with Blake Griffin? all
But
on
yeah,
one
I
team.
forgot about him. He's so trash. They didn't get rid of him.
Who? Blake?
And remember when he got traded? He got traded, and they was doing good for like 6 games. They was like really good when they got Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
They fell off.
Yeah, that's because
Only thing
they played the Bobcats.
that pisses me off
You keep
about
saying
stuff like that is
I know the Hornets.
why do you sign me to a huge contract just to within a couple months of the start of the season be like, oh yeah, by the way, we sending you to Detroit.
It's a business, homie.
But I'm like, if that's the case, y'all could have just let. I would have been gone. LA is trash anyway. Nobody want to play for y'all. We want to play for
Exactly. That's the thing.
But
You
gotta
leave and
check.
get nothing back.
He still got to check though, so
I mean, yeah, that's the only thing he
that's all he cared about.
bag. But you stuck in Detroit now. You ain't even got good. No, never mind.
Clippers is just another one of those teams. They hung on to that team for way too long.
Yeah, well, they're horrible, man. They never knew how to.
They were
People talk about a team
away.
like OKC not trusting the process and staying with it. But that's an example of you trusted it too long and you never produced results. So it's a two-sided coin. Anyway, we won't even talk about that. But yeah, that Warriors team I think does have teams not really sure. A lot of teams want to buy right now and get really good, but it's hard to do because some of the guys they would like, it's just not reasonable or logical. And then building for the future, draft picks these days, even the top tier ones that look really good, how many of them have been really good? So it's kind of hard to tell, like, is the Boston way the right move because it's really working out for them? Do we pull like a Lakers move and just start signing people by the boatload? Look, now we got a team. Like, so and even the Lakers, they built through the draft for a long time, had horrible years, and now they got a plethora of young talent. So it's hard to really tell what approach to take. So you wait it out until next summer when the Warriors only have 2 to 3 of those guys, and you'll be straight.
Yep. Noah, did you have something else to say?
Nah. I mean, I'm kind of agreeing with everything y'all saying, basically.
Okay.
Like, honestly, you really got to wait the Warriors out. Kind of like with the Celtics waiting out LeBron, and he's just gone now.
Facts.
Like, to me, the Celtics is like the blueprint. Like, they doing it
Absolutely.
perfectly. They just doing
Get somebody in a dumb trade,
like,
and be ready.
And even though, like, I don't think they can beat the Warriors, they got a shot still. Like, if they make the finals, to me, they got a shot.
Yeah, anything can happen in a 7-game series.
Yeah, it could be exactly. I think it'd be a series. So, like, they just got a lot. They just drafted really well, and they just got all these. Oh my gosh! Like they made all the right trades.
You cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
My bad. Somebody tried to call me. They've been making all the right moves right now. So.
Okay. That's facts. That's facts. That's something that we all can agree with, I'm sure. More NBA news. Lonzo, I don't know. Actually, Rev, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce this one because you don't want to introduce me to it or point it out. Actually, Noah did, but you can do it.
Yeah, we both parted up about the same time.
Yeah.
Not really a huge point of discussion, I guess, so to speak, but one of the biggest concerns with Lonzo Ball, aside from maintaining health, one of them Kyrie years where he couldn't stay the whole season. It was always something. One of them D-Wade years. So aside from his health, one of his...
That's what I'm talking about. The disrespect.
I had to throw that in there because you got disrespectful earlier. But yeah, one of the concerns has been his shot because it's so 50-50, and since it comes from the left side,
it's more like 30-70.
Oh, well, all right. Hey now,
30% shooter.
But
he's got a point there.
All right, guys, calm down. So yeah, 30-70 shooter. Because with it coming from the left side, depending on where he is on the floor, it's harder to get off. And that release being so unorthodox, he got a quick release, but it's just going to be harder. If somebody's running towards you on defense or you about to get smothered, it's harder to get that off. Just pull it straight up. So it seems like this summer he has been working on it. I saw a clip. I sent it to you, so I know you saw it. You know about it, so I know he saw it. and it's looking more like your traditional jump shot. You bring it up like in front of your face, above your head, release, not from the left side of your face over the top of your head like a rainbow, then releasing it. So it looked like he's dropping the Kenyon Martin looking jump shot. And he's getting a more traditional.
His jump shot was horrible. That's top 5.
Top 5 ugliest jump shots ever?
Yeah, him and Sean Marion. No, Sean Marion is the top. Is the number 1 worst jump shot of all time.
Jermaine O'Neal, like ugliest like free throw jumper.
Yeah.
The worst dude was Chuck Norris. He had the worst free throw. Not Chuck Norris. That Chuck dude. He was like the 6'6" center.
He said Chuck Norris. You talking about Chuck Hayes?
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Chuck
Hayes. Chuck Hayes.
Chuck Hayes. Yes, bro. He was trash.
Yeah.
Travis Scott also has a horrible jump shot. If you haven't seen it, please look it up. It's so disgusting, but it's actually wet, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, so with an improved jump shot, with a guy that his biggest issue was scoring, because solid defender, excellent basketball IQ, great passer and rebounder. Scoring is something he was missing. So do you think an improved, more traditional-looking jump shot, less odd things in the mechanics of his shooting, do you think that helps him improve as a player, in addition to whatever else he's been working on and being under the mentorship of Rondo and LeBron? Do you think that jump shot is going to take him to another level?
Let Noah go on this one. This is topic.
You say it again.
You think with an improved jump shot, he'll be able to take his game to another level? Obviously, he's been working on other things, and he'll have Rondo and LeBron to kind of mentor him, 2 guys that play like him in a similar way, pass first guys. But do you think that jump shot will definitely help him as an individual take his game to another level?
Absolutely. I think the only gripe against Lonzo, like you can honestly say, was his shooting and his aggressiveness. But like the dude put up 10, 7, and 7. Like, and he's 6'6". Like, you can't teach that height, obviously, as a point guard. I mean, he got the passing skills. He plays great defense. Like he was one of the best defensive point guards in the league this last year. So, honestly, that was only gripe people get on. Like, man, this dude cannot shoot worth a lick. And honestly, to me, it's confidence, because when he was shooting like 50% from the free throw line. Yeah, and he was like a good shooter in college. So to me, that just shows like his confidence was just not there at all.
Thanks, Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect example though, because the very next night after being locked by Patrick Beverly,
he had a 40. Like he was killing.
It was 29-11.
Oh yeah, it was
very next night.
Yeah, exactly.
So Summer League is Summer League, of course, but still, like he had a horrible game to start the Summer League. Very next game, he came out with the strap. Yeah, got a triple-double. So
it's all about confidence with me, honestly. Yeah. I mean, he does need to improve that shot, because like the only time he can really get a shot off if he's going left is like he's stepping back.
Yeah.
Like if he's going right, he really can't get a shot off. Like it's impossible. Like you never see him going to the right and then like fading to the right and taking a shot, because he can't, because he's coming all the way from the left. That's gonna get blocked.
Yeah, it's just that shot. I mean, at times it was effective in the NBA and NCAA. It was pure, like as far as making them. But it's just it's too strange, because that shot, not only are the mechanics off, but like you mentioned, and I said something about earlier, depending on what side of the floor he's at, it's totally useless, because it's harder to get that off. Even if you're wide open, if you're on the wrong side of the floor, it's just a weird shot to get off.
Yeah, if you just picture his shot, like you can't even imagine going to the right and like
you can't.
You can't even picture to do that. It wouldn't even make sense.
Exactly. Yeah. He had no choice but to center it, honestly. Like, yeah. Sorry. But to me, it was mostly confidence, because he was getting that shot off in college and he was making the shot. Like, to me,
absolutely.
It was mostly confidence.
He had his swagger in college.
Yeah.
Got to
it's his dad's fault, man. Story. Too much pressure.
Yeah.
Too much.
In addition to that, when you got people like Patrick Beverly trying to dog you, your very first game, off of nothing that you personally did, just because your pops, like, come on, cat. And then the whole world is trying to find ways to dog you out, forgetting that this is a 19-year-old, bro. Like,
yeah,
I don't think the media realizes that, and social media doesn't care. But like, realize this is a child, right? Like, I mean, I guess that's an adult, but this is a college kid. This kid just got out of college. Y'all dog him worse than you dog the people that's been in the league. You know, y'all all over. So I feel like his confidence more so than anything. I liked his jump shot. I feel like it could be effective, but definitely a more centered and traditional jump shot is going to make the game a lot easier for him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would say from the video that I saw, I gotta say his new jumper is pure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's clean.
It was just one jumper, and you can tell like it's the same shot. He's just shooting it from in front of his face. So we'll see. I don't think one summer. It's gonna take more than one summer to like really get that shot down. I think, but it's gonna.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, not necessarily, because I remember. I think Steph. He said he used to have to. He shot it from his waist, but one summer his dad told him he's got to start shooting it from up top. And after that summer, like he was trash all summer, but once the season started, he was good. So
yeah,
it's possible to get it down. But like from what the shot that I saw was pure. It was a nice little shot. So we'll see.
Yeah, because the thing about his shot, the release has always been fast. That's always a bonus in the league. And I mean, when it's going in, the stroke on the shot is perfect. It was always that hitch just from the fact that it's cocked to the right. So the rest of his mechanics, along with the more traditional form, his jump shot should be money this year. I definitely expect him to have a better shooting percentage this year, his rookie year.
We'll see. D said I think she thinks so, but she thinks people will really see. She thinks. Oh, she doesn't think people will really see it. She believes it's going to be like a bandwagon. He's only saying like he only gets better because of LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
So the true talent will be overshadowed by just saying like LeBron is making him better. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I imagine myself saying the same thing. So we won't really be able to see. LeBron's not gonna be able to be there forever. So
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you know,
other than that, you will be able to see if he's getting better.
That's part of the
but you'll
LeBron
really be able to know once LeBron leaves and he's not being overshadowed by him.
Absolutely, that's part of the LeBron effect. They automatically credit. I mean, there's some players which, like LeBron and Russ, get the exact opposite reps. Like, there's some players you play with that player and they're like, "Oh, he definitely made you better," even though statistically you played better when he wasn't there. And there's players that you leave and they're like, "Oh, he plays better without him." Where it's like, in the same way, I either put the work in or I didn't. You know, you can't give too much credit to a player. So, unfortunately, I think with a lot of the young guys in LA, it'll probably be the case. Oh, well, they play better now because LeBron's here. Like, no, it's because we was putting in work all summer up until July 3rd, whenever he said he was signing here or whatever day. But, so I don't know. There might be times, like with this Cleveland team that started the season, not the new team, because that team was awful. But this team that started the season, you had Crowder and IT, who were great players in Boston. You had D Rose that in sports is a phenomenal player. And then they played with LeBron and they was looking garbage. Even Rodney Hood at the midseason. So I don't know. Let's hope that not only do people acknowledge that they got better, but also that they do play better and don't take a step back. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless
you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Allergies is real.
Oh, baby.
Facts. AP, I know you. I ain't heard from you. You got anything to say? Something you want to add? Kind of quiet over there, buddy.
I'm just not a Alonzo Ball fan, and it has nothing to do with his dad or anything like that. I do agree with your point. I just don't. I have yet to see. I have yet to see him live up to the hype. I mean, yeah, he averaged 10, 7, and 7, but I don't know that he can really lead a team at this point. And now that LeBron's there, I don't think he'll really get that chance.
I mean, the boy is 20.
I'm aware. I'm fine.
What hype are you expecting him to live up to? He was supposed to come in and be Finals MVP.
You know, that's funny that you say that because you was just talking a couple shows about how the rookies that people are drafting who's supposed to transfer in their team not really getting there. They're not really doing it right off.
I'm talking about several years now. No rookie is going to come in. Something we also used to say on shows, and this was before you were being more of a regular guest. Rookies are bad. To quote Hank, like we used to talk about that all the time and after class and stuff. Like rookies are bad. very seldomly does a rookie just walk in and go, "Wow." LeBron, sure, he did that. Ben Simmons, a year late, sure,
LeBron
he
was
did.
bad his rookie year.
Yeah, I mean the numbers look decent, but even still, you can say, he's like, there's room for improvement. So that's always going to be the case with him. No rookie comes in as, this rookie's going to be phenomenal, and actually is. Like, come on, that's to me that's an unfair criticism of a 19, 20-year-old.
Yeah,
to say he hasn't lived up to the hype. Like, of course he's not. Like,
really, honestly, the best rookie I've seen in a while was Donovan Mitchell last year. Like, he was actually good.
Yeah,
he was top.
I'd say like him and
5
Kuzma,
point guard.
and those are two guys that spent multiple years in college.
I wouldn't say Kuzma though.
We thought they were really good is because we weren't expecting it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there was no hype.
Yeah, it was no hype with them. So it's like when they good, it's like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying?
It's nothing but a surprise. Whereas if you're expecting good and they play bad, it gives you nothing but reason to be disappointed or let down.
Exactly. Because if Donovan Mitchell was averaging like 12, 13, we'd still be saying, he's a pretty good rookie.
Exactly, because the way he played and no one expected it.
Exactly.
And the same thing, and Josh, the reason I put Kuzma in is because he fell so far down, and that boy is a bucket. He got a hook shot. Nobody uses that anymore. He's got a great hook shot. He can play post a little bit. He's got a great jumper. Nobody expected anything out of a guy that was such a low pick because people only look at like the top 5 lottery picks as, these guys are going to be great. Yeah, a lot of other guys fly under the radar.
I take him out because him and Donovan Mitchell are different. Because Donovan Mitchell led his team to the playoffs.
That's the
absolutely. Only reason I say Donovan Mitchell.
And and the Jazz, great team. Like the Lakers wasn't great. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'm not saying.
But you can say that, but the Jazz wouldn't have made the playoffs without him.
They have a better chance of it than Lakers do.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they
absolutely. You got Rudy Gobert, Ricky Rubio, Ingles. They have a solid roster.
Ricky Rubio.
So let's not act like
it's not going to lead a team to the playoffs.
But I'm saying, as a whole team, Donovan Mitchell doesn't all of a sudden take them leaps head and shoulders above of what they would have been. As a team, they still would have been a good team.
No.
That Lakers team isn't a good team.
I think he definitely does. I think definitely Donovan Mitchell made that team way
I'm just
better
saying you can't. I'm not saying that he doesn't make it better, Josh. I'm saying you're not going to sit here and act like Utah wouldn't have been in the playoff conversation or a bottom tier playoff team.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They're still a good team. They would not have.
No, because you sound like a moron, bro. Like they're still a good team.
No,
I understand how good Donovan Mitchell is, but no, you're wrong. You are wrong.
They would
not.
They
were
absolutely wrong.
Yeah, because they didn't start. Because remember they had a losing record, and then when Rudy Gobert came back is when they really started winning.
Exactly.
Injured.
That's Rudy Gobert. Okay, but still, if they didn't have Donovan Mitchell, they would have not have been in the playoff conversation.
I agree, but like Rudy Gobert is like, come on now, like when Rudy Gobert went out, when he came back is when they really started getting like really good.
I understand that. My point is that
no, Josh, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. So I'm not gonna sit here and
I'm not wrong. I'm not.
You're wrong.
Because Adrian agrees with me.
Adrian is an idiot. I don't care. You're both.
Whoa, just because we disagree doesn't make us stupid.
No, you're both stupid, and I can prove it,
bro.
How you
prove it?
Rewind the season.
Don't worry about how I'm gonna prove it. Just know I'm gonna prove it. More.
You gonna rewind the season and take Donovan Mitchell out?
Yeah, I'm gonna run the 2K simulation league, and I'm gonna show y'all.
And they go,
boy.
and they gonna be the 10th seed in the Western Conference Finals.
I'm just saying, it's an unfair comparison. Still, regardless, to try to compare Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz to Kyle Kuzma and the Lakers.
It's not.
Yeah.
As far as a roster, the Jazz have better talent.
How did we even get there? I thought the conversation was about Lonzo Ball.
I told you this conversation is gonna last long. I knew it was.
Because it always does. We always start talking about one thing. Somebody say something else that causes a whole nother conversation. So you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna go back and forth. Horse. We're done.
You already went back and forth, though.
Yeah, it's safe to say I was right this time around. It's something we get used to on this show. So, we're gonna.
Hey, everybody, subscribe to my YouTube. I'm making my podcast. Done with Josh. Only real ones allowed. Pull up.
We're gonna go ahead. No, for real. We're gonna move on to the next topic. This is the last topic that we got scheduled to talk about. But that doesn't mean it's the last topic, as you can see. So earlier in the week, Brittany Griner, who plays for the Phoenix Mercury, said that she believes that she could beat Booby, DeMarcus Cousins in a one-on-one game. And Boogie's reply was she's delusional. So my question to you guys is plain and simple. Does she have any
You really finna waste my time with this question?
is she
Yeah.
delusional?
Yeah, she is.
So okay, we're oh okay.
I'm not dignifying
Let me just-
you with the answer, just as I'm not dignifying
Yeah.
her stupid claim.
Well, what I will say this. Now that he is coming off of an Achilles injury, her chances are better.
Yeah, and that's actually when I was asking this question, that's what I was kind of thinking about. Like he's technically he only has 1 foot right now. Does she have a chance with a 1 foot Cousins?
No,
No.
He still said no.
no.
Well, what I gotta say is, I heard this one. I forgot the WNBA player, but I think she was saying like she was running pickup games with NBA players, and she said even when she had like her best game, she was still average. So like, it's I don't know. I think this conversation just like people just need to stop bringing it up. Like, no, it's not even close.
Yeah,
Stop it.
I would agree.
Get
Yeah,
some help.
she is delusional. I don't even know why she said this. Why did she say
I mean,
this?
she's like, I don't know. It's one of those questions like she's like, yeah, of course she's gonna say she thinks she can beat him, but
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean that's a fair point.
but like, of course, like, what
Shouldn't
else
doubt
you supposed to
yourself.
say?
She's also
Publicity.
all defensive first team WNBA. So hey,
And
maybe.
Tall too. She like is she like how tall is she?
she's
She
really
big.
only
6'9".
6'7" though.
6. Yeah, exact 6'9". 6. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That's and I was gonna say like she's
He got a good
big.
5 inches on her.
Yeah, she's big, but she's only WNBA big, which is fine. But
She big. She ain't big.
Boogie has, like he said, 5-6 inches on her still.
And probably like how many more pounds on her?
Probably like 100 more pounds on her.
100. Exactly.
So yeah, it is. She is
Yeah.
delusional. I thought you guys were gonna, have some good talking points on this, but I guess not. I
No,
guess
because
we
there's
all.
nothing else to say about that unless you want me to play devil's advocate and act like I reasonably believe her claim. No, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard somebody say. It was a waste of everybody's time to even
Dang,
for
he
her to
going
even come out and say that.
Hey, you gonna cover
I know
her
he
like
going-
that?
going ahead. I know.
No, because it was just dumb. Like let's be realistic here. You're not okay. You're not. You couldn't in your wildest dreams beat
He's
DeMarcus
right.
Cousins.
He's right.
And I mean, I ain't got no place to talk. I can't beat him either. I ain't saying like anything comparing her to nobody, but
Yeah,
you
she
and the
might be
majority
all-
of men couldn't beat him 1-on-1. So you have no room to talk.
Feminists finna unite in your DMs.
Hey, they can. My DMs are wide open. I'm not wrong. And if you believe I'm wrong, start a GoFundMe so we can see them play, just so y'all can look stupid. With 2 O's, not a U, stupid. Because it's a dumb claim.
Mm.
All right, get that off your chest.
You real hot.
I just-
shot. That was your
No, because
secret-
stuff like this is just retarded. Like, I'm sorry. That's not a politically correct word anymore. When we were growing up, you could say that and not get in trouble. Now, I could. But stuff like that is just, it's why? I mean, I'd watch it, of course. People always call DeMarcus Cousins. I saw this the other day on Instagram. It said, an emotional lesbian versus a real lesbian. Because somebody called DeMarcus Cousins that before. I mean, I'd watch it. I think it'd be entertaining. But to legitimately believe that you could beat him, I'd like to think that you're just saying that for the sake of, you're not going to say, hell no, I wouldn't beat him. But there ain't no way that you genuinely think you could beat DeMarcus Cousins 1-on-1.
D says she trolling.
Yeah.
I assume she got to be. That's why I said this was a dumb. The fact that people are even discussing this and some people are writing articles over it, to me, is stupid because there's no way she's being real. This is all trolling. This can't be taken seriously.
Yeah, that's a fair point. All right. Well, I guess Rev had
Wasting my time, Josh. Go on
Rev had to
somewhere.
get something off his chest. I mean, y'all agreed to have it as a topic, so I thought y'all had more to say. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know that she would ever be able to stop him when he's on offense. Is what I would say. Because I mean, and he's diversified his game. I mean, he shoots threes now. He's in the post. He has handles for a big man. She may be all defensive for the WNBA, but I mean, how you gonna stop that train coming down there?
Can she? Oh, okay. I got a better question. Can she beat anybody in the NBA?
Oh yeah,
Oh yes.
Jared Jack.
Jared Jack. Oh, chill on Jared Jack. He was tough.
Nah,
Oof.
Jared Jack good.
Yeah, Jared Jack tough.
I mean,
don't think she
Jared
could beat
Jack was
Jared
tough
Jack.
like 5 years ago, guys.
Right, like he ain't. Come on now.
Jared Jack, the best player on the Nets. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
He better than D'Angelo Russell.
No. Oh no.
Okay, he might not be bad. I forgot they got D'Angelo.
All right, yeah, stop.
Jared Jack tough though.
I put my money on her against Kyle Singler.
He not in the NBA no more.
He not.
He is.
But
He
he like
has to retire.
6'7". See, the thing is, like, even the players we don't think that good. They like the same height as her. Like Kyle Singler, 6'7", right? He is small.
Yeah, Kyle Singler's up there. He tall.
Exactly. So like, no, actually no, she can't beat anybody.
Anybody?
I think she could beat IT.
I definitely.
No, I don't
No.
think she can beat IT.
You don't think she could beat Isaiah
Oh,
Thomas?
actually, she might. 1-on-1,
No, she can beat
She
Isaiah
got a
Thomas.
foot on him. Where is she
Yeah.
gonna go?
she might. No, she
Okay,
do.
but just
Because
because you got a foot on somebody don't mean you can beat him.
But I'm saying, where he gonna go?
Exactly. He might be able to score on her, but she gonna be able to score on him.
Not necessarily. He might still be
Yes.
stronger than her.
No, but
You think
but
he's
no.
so? This is why I said Josh is a troll, bro.
Okay, yeah,
Y'all
No.
take this man
I
too
might be
serious.
tripping. He might not be
legit.
strong, but that just
got-
because just because you got a foot on somebody don't mean that you can necessarily beat them in basketball.
But I'm saying it. Okay, it don't
One-on-one,
necessarily mean it,
The thing
but
is,
it's dang
Isaiah
sure gonna
Thomas,
help.
in like a game, he got people setting picks. He was in when with the Celtics. He was in a system. 1-on-1, you don't got no help. Nobody to pass it to. You ain't moving around.
No screens can be
No
set.
screens. He ain't moving around. No plays.
But this is my thing. She won't be able to stop him from scoring. For one. Two,
He won't be able to stop her.
Yeah, he won't be able to stop her.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah,
Ain't no
I
but.
guess.
Especially if it's
That would be
getting
interesting. No, that would be interesting. IT.
That would be interesting.
That would
And
be
I ain't even
interesting.
gonna disrespect her by just saying IT just because he's little. I ain't even gonna do her like that. But I mean, that's two big egos and personalities, and to be an interesting matchup. But I think she could take him. I think she could take.
I don't
To
think
be
she could
honest,
take
I think there
anybody
are
of her
players
height.
she
I
could
don't
beat.
think she could take anybody her height.
You say you don't think she could take anybody, all right?
No.
I don't think so, because more than likely the men that are her height are just physically. I mean, the way men are built compared to women, they're physically bigger than her. Period. She's tall, but she ain't really big. Like she ain't got that much size on her. She may be strong. I can't really say that if she is or not. But most men that are 6'7" in the league are big. Like they're solid bodies. They're not just little scrawny, weak guys or something like. And they made it to the league for a reason. So. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's ways around. I'm not saying necessarily that she could be somebody her size. I think it's ways around defending other than just straight up. I have to deal with your strength. Like there's ways of like letting you blow by so I can come from behind and get a block. So I'm not gonna say that strength is just necessarily a thing, but I don't see her. I do agree. Somebody her size, 6'7", probably not. But I think some of the smaller guards, not even like small guards, I think she has a chance against some guards. All depends on how she scores. I don't really know how she scores, though. I doubt she's shooting many threes as the center of the
No. She's like a post up, rebound, rebounder.
She is DeMarcus Cousins as far as the WNBA is concerned, minus the 3-pointer, because now he got that.
Okay.
But for a long time, this has been a conversation, low key, because they're like people kind of compared them, like the temperament, play style, all of that.
You said name a guard though?
Yeah, just out of curiosity. I'm not trying to like put you on Front Street or nothing.
Yeah, no, I think somebody like Marcus Smart. I think she has a good. I think that's a good.
No,
matchup.
I don't even think that could happen.
I do, because it ain't like he just got.
He a
ain't
bull
got no
though.
flipper.
He's a bull though, man. He will overpower her. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sold on that. I think somebody like Marcus Smart, she got a good chance against. She couldn't. There ain't no way in the world she could stay with somebody like Kyrie or somebody like that. Like if they got handles, ain't no.
It would be somebody like Jeremy Lin or DJ Augustine.
Right.
Yeah. She might got a chance against. Yeah.
But y'all say Isaiah Thomas, huh?
Yeah.
I think he's too strong.
I mean, he's terrible defensively.
That too.
I mean, like
that's fair.
Like, I don't think anybody that's like a really good defensive player in the NBA, if like anybody that's a really good defensive player in the NBA, I don't think she could beat. Because Marcus Smart's like 6'3", right? 6'3", 6'4", and he's big. Like he's like
6'3", 200.
Yeah, exactly. He's a big dude. Like he's probably so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That actually turned out to be a better conversation. More interesting conversation. Can she beat anybody in the NBA? I'm glad I thought of that.
She could beat Tyler Johnson. Since you want to call him out on his money.
Right.
She could beat Tyler.
Yeah, because what does he
Is that the dude from the Heat? The white dude?
Yep, that's excellent question. No, we don't know who he is, but he makes a lot of money in the NBA.
Who is this?
That's how Thomas Davis just handed out money, boy.
No, I remember him because I remember when he got that contract. He was like, "Man, I think I was going to get that." So,
because he's okay. We're just going. Rev, this is your topic. We done. It's Patty Betty time. It's Patty Betty time. Who Patty Betty of the week, Rev?
Oh, Petty Betty of the week this week will go on to be first ballot Petty Betty Hall of Fame, in my book at least. A good friend of ours, well liked and also well hated amongst many in the No Fun League community. Petty Betty of the week this week is none other than Jalen Ramsey.
Hey,
give a round of applause, everybody. Round of applause for Jalen Ramsey.
Two-time champion.
Two-time. We gonna have to low-key, I'm a fake trophies and I'm gonna mail it to him. And he gonna be like, what the hell is this? Like, low-key, you out here winning awards off the field, my guy. Yeah, so we talked about, that was 2 weeks ago at this point, I believe. We talked about some of the I won't even say controversial because they're opinions. They may not even be wrong. I'm playing them.
No, they're controversial. They're controversial because it's causing a stir.
Hey, if they suck, they suck. He the one that play them, so if he said it, I ain't gonna say he wrong. I mean, hey, that goes back to what I was saying a couple weeks ago about people saying if you ask a player who's harder to guard, they'd be like, "Oh, that's not the right answer." Well, I'm the one that play him. So anyway, amongst those comments we talked about, some of the other things he has said in regards to AJ Green, I called him soft, called him a punk, talked to him, said whatever I wanted to say, did whatever I wanted to do. Receivers are like naturally soft, so sensitive. As far as Gronkowski goes, anytime Gronk been matched up with a corner, he's had a very bad game. And that corner has had a very good game.
That's a really hot take because I've never thought about that.
And then DeAndre Hopkins, I'm at your head too, boy. Come here. He's had freaking 100 quarterbacks, all trash. I could be his quarterback. I could literally be his quarterback.
I don't know.
So
that's not a
shot at Hopkins.
Yeah, that's not a shot at Hopkins though.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that's a shot at Deshaun Watson because he said a comment earlier this week or like last week. He's saying Deshaun Watson was good, so I don't know if that's like a shot at like.
Yeah, that is kind of.
Like, I don't know. I don't know.
But hold on, how long has Watson been in the league?
Last year was his rookie year, but he got hurt.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so he probably ain't including him because he got hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
He probably means ahead of, Hopkins. Or I mean,
Watkins.
You know what I'm trying to say. Watkins, yeah.
Watkins,
and he's not. So he's not wrong, and he's not wrong about that at all.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought it's funny that he is still. People are going to him and asking him things because he opened up a can of worms, so to speak. You give one good answer, people are not going to leave alone. because they're like, ooh, I like what this guy has to say. Let's ask him more things. So he will continue to get these type of questions, which for us means we will continue to get these type of answers, which for me personally means I will continue to get all sorts of laughs. So shout out to Jalen Ramsey. Shout out to the interviewers asking him these questions that have no real value other than petty commentary and comedy.
Entertainment factor.
Yeah, so y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Somehow the Detroit Pistons need to link up with Jalen Ramsey and just go all out on the pettiness. But yeah, fun fact, by the way, I have a professor that used to work for the Detroit Pistons in their good years, and he was just far enough down the line that he didn't get a championship ring with them. Sad.
Wait, who?
One of my professors. He was just far enough down the line as employees go that he wasn't one of the people that got a ring.
With who again?
With the Pistons.
Oh, they childish.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like
Wait, so-
everybody should
so,
get a
like,
ring.
He wasn't high enough on like the employee list or whatever to get a ring.
Yeah, which to me is weird because I think he said he would like go through the like tapes and stuff to give the coach.
Yeah, so
So I feel like if that's what you did, then you should be definitely one of the people.
Ain't that what Eric Spoelstra used to do?
Yep.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
left,
So anyway,
he left that to be a professor.
it wasn't long lived. He was up there. This was during the time I think he was in Michigan grad school. He went to Michigan.
I was gonna say some people prerogative, I guess.
Yeah.
But
No, ain't no way.
yeah, that's gonna do it. We also are going to do speaking of shouting as always. Gonna wrap the show up. We're gonna let AP go first. Oh, and this is the segment where we decide what we'll be speaking and shouting about something. So it's just a rant about anything, whatever you want to talk about for today. So go ahead, Adrian. Are you speaking or are you shouting today?
I think I'm gonna shout a little bit.
Okay.
I think I'm shouting
Uh-oh.
because
Turn your laptops down.
I have to, because 2K19, like you said, is on the cusp of coming out. But before I mention that, first and foremost, that shot from Ray Allen in the corner, 2016, still hurt.
Yeah. It should, as it should.
2013.
As
Wow,
it should.
sorry, excuse me. Game 6, 2013. Let me get it right.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
It was a great shot, by the way.
Thank you. I don't like how 2K19 makes the My Player, or has in the past years. I don't know if they're gonna do it this year, which they probably will, because they never really do what the fans want. But I don't like how they start us off at a 55. How in the hell did I make it to the NBA as a 55?
Well, you start off as a 55 overall?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not buying 2K this year.
Hey, if you buy 30,000,
it took me like a month and a half to get to like 80, a decent overall last year.
if you buy you like 300,000 VC, you can be at 85 before you even finish the prelude.
Yeah, let me take
I'm not
that back.
buying that much VC.
How much is that? How much is that though?
18,
It's like $50.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot of bread.
In 2K18, they started you off as a 60. My bad. Hold on. They bumped you up a little bit.
Yeah.
But how did I come into the NBA as the absolute worst player in the league? That don't even make sense to me.
Don't.
Honestly.
And then not give me enough VC to where I'm actually improving at a timely rate. It's just unrealistic to me. And all this other stuff. Ever since they let Spike Lee have his little 2-cent input, my career has just been going downhill, and it really bothers me.
Preach,
This
bro.
one looks good though. This one looks good though.
Preach.
It's all so corny. It's all cringeworthy. All the dialogue.
Be Fresh was god awful.
Yeah, just get back to us just like doing the. Remember, like in 2K11, you just did the little what was the little draft summer camp thing?
Yeah.
Summer league or something like that. Like, all that.
Just do that. Do the summer league, and then you in the NBA.
I even liked the other stuff they were doing. Don't mess with the my career. The other stuff you was doing, like Create a Legend or the Michael Jordan moments. I understand you can't do that every year, but that was even better than you continuing to mess with the My Player.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, you know the funniest My Player ever though?
Which one?
The funniest My Player
You
was
cutting out.
2K15. Hello?
Okay,
You got me now?
Yeah.
I was plugging in my headset. That's probably why. 2K15, because you remember who your rival was? 2K15?
Michael B. Jordan.
No, hold on. No.
No, Michael B. Jordan.
2K14. 2K14.
He was 7.
You remember your rival in 2K14?
I never.
Oh yeah.
I never bought
Which
that
one?
one.
Dude.
Which one was Dante Exum, bro? It was 15, I think.
I never
That is
bought that one.
still the funniest thing to me. I think 15 Exum was
Oh my god, I remember.
your rival. Because, okay,
that was-
14 was Jackson Ellis. And then
Yeah.
in 15, Jackson Ellis was like an older, retired dude.
What was the one
Bum
where
knee
your,
or something.
what was the one? Which 2K was it when your friend died?
That was
Spike
Spike
Lee.
Lee.
That was 16.
Yeah, see, that was terrible. That was when that was terrible.
No, I didn't buy that. That was one of the years I skipped. And luckily, the 2 years I skipped have been trash my career stories. I skipped 16 and I skipped 18. So I missed out on Be Fresh and your crackhead friend dying.
18
So
last year's games was just so bad.
yeah,
It was the worst. Oh my god, the fact that you
Um,
could skip nothing and it was. Oh my god, I hate it.
yeah. I just love it. I think it's hilarious that Dante Exum was supposed to be like your rookie rival, and he just thought he was so much better than you. Because when you look at real life
Yeah,
Dante
that was
Exum,
pretty-
it's like, bro, what have you done? And they picked you as the rookie that was supposed to be my rival. Like, of all the rookies that was in that class that could have been matched up with me, even considerably to make me think like, oh, that player's good. It's not Dante Exum. So that cracks me up. Personally, I always just thought that was so hilarious.
Yeah, I want to shout about that too now, AP. It was a good one.
Yeah, I'm actually talking about 2K as well. So hey, on the
All right, so
Bet.
you can go ahead. You speaking, you shouting today, Rev?
I think I'm shouting. But like a happy shout. So like this is like a shout on my hands up. You know, not a like. I'm shouting off the fact that 2K is around the corner. I have been playing 2K17 for 2 years. Everybody bought 18 and moved on. Romero was not spending $60-something on the same game with different jerseys and different rosters. My new policy has become every other year, I think. Because to me, it just don't seem worth it. And then, like I said, the two 2Ks that I skipped, the stuff I watched, I didn't like. 2K16, I played it with my friend several times, and his dorm was like, this game's trash. I'm not wasting my money on it. But, so not only am I happy to finally be getting back into 2K, I'm also happy that as much as I do love Fortnite, and I play it a lot, well, not really a lot, but I do, that's basically the only thing I play for real. It's nice to have something different on the block. So, it's nice that Fortnite will lose a lot of people for a minute because a lot of us want to go play Madden now or want to go play 2K. If you a first-person shooter type of guy, Call of Duty is not too long away from us. So it's nice that there will be some competition as far as gaming is concerned because Fortnite has had the game on lock definitely this year alone. You could argue about their start, but this whole year, they've made ridiculous amounts of money. And if you talk to 10 people, at least 7 of those 10 people know the game, play it, or know somebody that plays it. So it'll be nice to kind of refresh the game scene, have something new to do, something new to spend your time on. And who don't love playing 2K? So I'm very happy. 2K is here. I'm finna play the Prelude tonight. I got it downloaded. You know, my dad, fella, decided to tell me I couldn't even look at the Prelude. So it was podcast time. But now, as soon as we wrap this bad boy up, I'm getting this Prelude started, baby.
You mean
I'm going over to Shanghai.
You mean your fat her?
Yeah, hey. Chill out.
Anytime y'all ready to take L's in 2K though, just let me know.
Adrian, it's nothing. If you didn't uninstall 17, I would have been giving you business.
I don't know if y'all realize, but I haven't played AP since he beat me when he had Hassan Whiteside before we knew who Hassan Whiteside was. I haven't played him since then.
AP put Hassan Whiteside.
My thing was, I knew he was okay. He was decent, but he was still like a 55 overall when he was playing with me, and I was upset.
Yeah, it was
This is literally like before he did that interview and was like, I just want them to raise up my 2K.
I'm trying to get my 2K. Yeah.
That was before when we played and he had him. That was before then. So, yeah, I played this year.
Good.
Noah, do you want to? Are you speaking or you shout?
So if you shout, can you? It's like will you get a shout out to somebody? Or you
Yeah,
gonna
go
shout
ahead.
out to somebody?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever you want to talk about, man. You got the floor.
Okay. I guess it's kind of unsports related, but I just want to give a shout out to NABJ, National Association of Black Journalists.
Hey.
We had our first meeting Monday, and it went well. Joshua came through.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my chapter here. So.
I'll check you out. Look at you holding it down.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. That was tight. That was tight. That's the VP right there, by the way. So we got some exclusive guests. If you really think about it, we got the VP of NABJ.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. So yeah, you got.
What's your LinkedIn, young brother? I need your cadet.
Yeah, we'll do that after the show. Let's see. I'm speaking today, and I'm actually really disappointed in us because college football starts tomorrow, and we didn't mention it at all in the show. And I literally just thought about that. Don't snore. College football is great. But yeah, I'm speaking about that. Like, I'm excited. College football season is about to start. Football period is about to start. So that's always an exciting time of the year. I always say every year I'm gonna watch more college football. I watched the first 2 weeks and I stopped watching college football. So I'm gonna try to focus a little more on college football this year. I'm gonna go to a couple more of the Mizzou games if I can, if I don't have to work. And yeah, just look. I want to see how my teams are always Virginia Tech and Mizzou. I'm excited to see how Drew Lock is going to do this year at Mizzou. I don't know who's playing on Virginia Tech. I just like them as a team, so I'm excited to see if they do anything this year. I want to see the jerseys. College football has always got the best jerseys. So yeah, just speaking about that, college football is around the corner. NFL is also around the corner next week. But I only watch that because of fantasy football, so that's why I'm excited. But that's all I got to say. So yeah, I guess that's just gonna wrap it up for the show. Rev, do you want us to Rev, do you want to send us away, please, sir?
There we go. Yeah, if you're gonna come to me correct, young man. You know what it is.
I apologize.
It's your boy Rev, closing out the show as always. If you didn't already and you're listening, go ahead, like this video, subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss another video. Always be as soon as we go live, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about it, because it'd be nice to have a couple more of y'all pulling up. We always got our regular. Occasionally we get surprised. But hey, the more the merrier. Tell your friends that like football, basketball, sometimes random stuff like hockey and golf. Never hockey, let's be honest. But tell them, come through. We want to hear what they gotta say. We love some more feedback. But anyway, as always, to the loyal ones that are always here in the comments, always the first person to watch it. We appreciate you. Noah, shout out to you. Appreciate you being on the show today. AP, thanks for coming through again.
Yeah,
everybody. Have a good night, man.
Yep.
Thanks for coming
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace.